Streets is talking. Streets is talking. It's D Nasty.
I'm a fat boy. I'm a fat boy. I'm a fat boy. I'm a fat boy.
I'm in here, and everybody knows I love music. But aside from just the artists, I like to get behind the scenes and find the creators of the music, the ones that make the sound and bring the melodies and keep our ears dancing, our bodies moving. So on the phone right now, on the line, we have none other than Amadeus of the legendary Hitman. What's good, family?
What's good, big homie? Pleasure to be here, man, and thanks for the opportunity, for me to spread the word and the information to the people. How you doing out there, bro?
I'm doing good, brother. I'm doing good. So to give everybody an idea, we're in Oakland, California. Where are you at, man?
I'm in New York City.
Just to let everybody know, we get around. We like to make it work, So for everybody that's been hiding under a rock who hasn't gotten a chance to understand who the Hitmen are, can you let us know who are the Hitmen? How'd y'all get together? And what made y'all become the Hitmen?
Well, first off, the Hitman was definitely started by no other than Sean Diddy Combs years ago. I was still a youngin' when it was actually started, consisting of legendary producers such as Derek D. Angeletti, Marion Winans, Chucky Thompson, Stevie J. The list goes on and on. But they've created, some masterpieces from Faith Evans, Notorious B.I.G., rest in peace to him, Mace, 112, Faith Evans, the records, man, records after records after records. And I'm just honored to be able to be, a part of the team, a part of the legendary production team in this era. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Like I said, when those hits was out, man, I was coming up as a youngin', running to the stores to grab the cassette tape, you know what I mean, pop it in the deck and be inspired, man. So it's good as an adult now to be a part of that legendary team.
So for the cats at home or the producers in the studio right now, and they're trying to figure out, what they want to do exactly. They're experimenting with Reason, they're experimenting with GarageBand. What advice would you give to them as far as pursuing this career?
Oh, great question. The first thing I would say is definitely be passionate about it. Music is something that's and it's a gift and it's a talent that's God-given. I believe, so it's something special. It's something that has to be nurtured and you have to practice. And, of course, we always say, practice makes perfect. So it's just about being passionate about what you do, because once you start getting into the business side of things, things can get tough. And if it's something that you're not passionate about, eventually you'll throw in the towel. I've been doing this for over 15 years. I've produced for over 50 artists. And the road hasn't been easy, you know what I mean? But I just stayed humble. I maintained relationships. I always was willing to learn. I always took criticism very well. And I was just passionate, and I had a love for the creation of music, and I just never gave up, and I kept going. And here I am today. I producing for 50 artists. There's still a lot of artists that I haven't worked with. There's still levels that I haven't reached, and I put 15 years in, and so it shows you you really gotta keep pushing forward.
Definitely. See, you're being modest, because let's break down the credits, man. I mean, over 50 artists, but not only that, you have a music catalog that includes sounds and production for SportsCenter, ESPN, EA Sports, the game Fight Night, Burger King, see what I'm trying to show, and I'm trying to get the artists and the producers to understand that it's not just hip hop, it's not just R&B, it's also definitely. Music changes our emotions in life. So in other words, you have contributed to a lot. How is that as a producer, knowing that you can do more than just a song?
I mean, it started off as hip-hop. I'm a hip-hop head. I grew up listening to all genres, but I really gravitated towards hip-hop. And that's one thing I feel like, producers out there should understand. You don't have to come into the game, doing everything, creating music in every genre. You can start out somewhere, and as you, start there, you can grow. You can grow musically. You can grow to be able to create with other people, to create with, other musicians, and then you can grow to being able to produce in different genres. So, from to start at, for producing for artists like Foxy Brown and 50 Cent to go from 50 Cent to Trey Songz, to go from Trey Songz to Mike Jones and Paul Wall to, from there, creating, records for Chris Brown and Justin Bieber. It just, music is endless. It's all around the world. It's worldwide. It's global. And, just to be able to create music, like you said, is awesome. It's amazing. I totally create off of film. However I'm feeling at that moment is the type of music that I create, and a lot of artists has been able to gravitate towards that, to feel that creativity, to feel that energy that I have through my music, and the rest is history.
Definitely. And also, you're speaking about Trey Songz. You recently just got done doing a tour with Trey Songz, and you're like his musical director, correct?
Yes, absolutely.
So, being the drummer and musical director, what is it like to direct, like a whole crew? I know in the studio, you're working with the homies, but like being in front of thousands of people, like what's that feeling like?
Man, it's crazy. It's a crazy experience, and just to kind of, help those who are not familiar with the term in regards to, music directing. Basically my job is to take Trey's vision in regards to, what he wants to deliver on stage, his performance, his show, what he wants to give the audience and the fans, and basically bring it to light, from selecting which songs we're going to do. I selected the band members that's that part of the band, working in hand with production and lighting and sound engineers to get, the best out of everything, to get the best out of the band, to get the best, out of Trey vocally and performance-wise. So it's a real tough, position to be in. It's a lot on me, it ain't no room for mistakes, so you definitely have to put your best foot forward. But it's amazing, dude. Every night, people ask me, are you scared? Are you nervous? Because we've done arenas with Jay-Z and Usher and, all over the world, from, all over the United States to Africa, to Australia, to overseas, Hawaii. We've been everywhere playing for different audiences, and it's amazing. Once you hear that scream and once you hear that roar, that's kind of the energy that pushes you and focuses you and allows you to get hyped and just, play the best show you can ever play.
Definitely. Now, I'm going to ask you a question. I'm going to throw you a little curveball a little bit, you know what I mean? So, you on tour with Trey Songz, you know what I mean? So, I know the ladies are throwing themselves. I mean, can you get me a number next time y'all out, man? Next time you on E with Jay or whoever you with, just slide me a number. Can you make that happen for me, brother?
No doubt. I mean, there's plenty of them out there, and I'm sure they're waiting. So I'll definitely holler at my man D-Dash and be like, hey, you can have, because I appreciate them as fans. Right. I appreciate, them coming out. I appreciate them, enjoying the show. I personally give out drumsticks at the end of each show. Other people give out numbers or whatever they do them, but I let it in there. I'm a married man. I'm a family man.
Definitely.
I go out there and I do what I need to do to provide for my family. You know what I mean, and enjoy myself, but in a positive way. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
So,
yes, sir.
You can all of the ladies that would have loved to hang with me, they can hang with you.
Yeah. Hey, thank you. That's all I'm asking.
We got a deal on that.
Definitely. Now.
Cool.
When people think of producers, I'm saying when we think of like tandems with the groups, we hear the Hitmen, we hear the Neptunes, we hear a variety of artists and producers, but we never understand what the process is for a group to make the music. So what is like as a production group? What is the process, and what are the roles being played when putting together a record?
Well, great question. I mean, everybody, in life, everybody has areas of expertise. You know what I mean? Some are great samplers, some are great musicians, some are great songwriters. People are great with melodies. So when you're doing a collaborative effort, it's just about doing what you do best. My area is pretty much sampling and creating the track and drums and melodies as well. I'm not a songwriter, so I would, definitely bring in a songwriter to come in and to pen to different tracks. So I just kind of do me, everybody do them. I might hear something that the next person, doesn't hear, or vice versa. So that's what makes it exciting. That's what makes it, a better situation, a better creation when you have, multiple people, thinking and putting thoughts together and throwing them out on the table. And eventually, if you put 10 thoughts out, 5 of them may be good. So you can just run with the 5 versus me putting one thought out, working or maybe not working, and just having that one idea. So when you come together, it's always better.
Definitely. Now, before we get up out of here, I have a question. Are there any shows coming up soon, or anything that we need to look out for? Anything that you want us to know about your own label that you guys have going on at Platinum Boy Music Incorporated?
Yes,
anything we need to look out for?
Well, absolutely. And shout out to it. And I appreciate you asking. Definitely Platinum Boy Music is definitely doing what it does. Shout out to Tiffany Mignon. Our first and only artist on Platinum Boy Music Inc. We call her the Angel of R&B. So just finishing up her album right now. She has 2 singles out right now. One titled Dance the Night Away, featuring Fred the Godson, and one titled I Know How to Love You.com. And I'll definitely get those over to you ASAP so you can get that rocking. Definitely. On the West Coast for the kids. So we, finishing up our project. The company also consists of producers and songwriters. So as you can see, I'm definitely a team player. Not a greedy individual, love creating opportunities for the up and coming and people that are talented that, may not have a foot in, you know what I mean? And that's, what we have over here at Platinum Boy Music. It's a team, it's a family of people that are passionate about music and life in general. And we just do what we do and do the best that we can to bring the people the best work. So definitely be on the lookout for Platinum Boy Music. You can definitely stay tuned, with us for updates and to find out what's going on with us at www.platinumboymusic.com. Always on Twitter at producer Amadeus. So follow me there. I do my best to respond to everybody, but it's pretty tough when the numbers are up. You know what I mean?
Right.
But it's all love, and just back home for a little bit, off for touring. So I'll be back in the studio, creating music. We got a few projects over at BadBoy that we're working on. Machine Gun Kelly, French Montana, Cassie. So and Red Cafe. Looking forward to collaborating on those projects and everybody else, man. I'm coming after all of the albums this year. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
So definitely stay tuned.
It's dope. You know what I'm saying? Me being a diehard wrestling fan, you know what I'm saying? To see that Machine Gun Kelly is doing his theme song. I mean, doing his song is a theme song for WrestleMania. That's kind of like, I'm like, man, it's moving up. You know what I mean?
It's big, man, and that's one thing that people need to realize. Artists as well as producers, man, is it's not just about hip hop. It's not just about R&B. It's pop, it's rock, it's gospel. It's alternative, it's inspirational music, it's music, that needs to be, in film. If you look at TV, everyone looks at TV. Every commercial has, these commercials from cars to, selling tissue or, whatever. It all has music behind it.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's opportunities that, people can take advantage of to try to play music to, because, the money is kind of nice, man. I ain't going front. I've been working with ESPN for the last 4 years, creating music for SportsCenter and stuff like that, and so it's it's actually some of my music that plays in the background. When they show I'm from New York, so I gotta talk about Jeremy Lin and Carmelo Anthony and Amari when they dunking on somebody. That's my music that's playing in the background. You know what I mean? So there's opportunities everywhere, man, and it's just about getting out there, getting the information, and seizing all opportunities that come your way.
Definitely. Now, before we get up out of here, are there any last words, any shout-outs you want to give, any more information? If anybody wants to hit you up and they want to get, they want to get a beat or they want to talk to you some more, let's get out the Twitter one more time from as well.
Oh, no doubt. First off, shout out to you for, doing the interview. I appreciate it. Definitely was some great questions asked of me, and I appreciate the love. Shout out to DeuceTV for having me. And shout out to, just everybody out there that's trying to do their thing and trying to, live out their dreams. Dreams do come true. I'm definitely a witness of that. It just takes hard work, dedication. And for me personally, I'm a very spiritual, not perfect individual, but I'm very spiritual. And I keep, I do my best to keep God first. So that's how I make it and that's how I survive. But, shout out to everybody, man, all the artists that, allowed me to be who I am today as a record producer, giving me a chance and opportunity to display my talent. So, everybody at Platinum Boy Music, Tiffany Mignon, Ro Garcia, all my producers and songwriters, everybody at BadBoy, Diddy, Gwen Niles, Kevin Thompson, Trey Songz for giving me the opportunity to be his music director and drummer. Shout out to the whole team, Songs, KWL management, just everybody, man, and you, and just I'm just happy to be here. I'm blessed, and just glad to be able to give information and help somebody come up, just like someone did for me.
Definitely. I want to thank you for calling in. I want to thank you for being on the line. This is Streets Talking Radio, DeuceTV Collaborative. Shout out to Amadeus. We about to get up out of here, y'all. Peace.
Without.